It has to do with money.
Get down!
Chop rice, chop rice, chop rice. No meat. Chop rice. No meat.
Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Hero. This is Coding with Strangers, and I want to talk about something. It brings me joy, like few things in life does, when I can see an accident coming a mile away, because it gives me the ability to do two things: one, avoid it, and two, maybe point and laugh at it, depending on the severity of the collision. But considering how devastating this collision might be, there might not be much to laugh at, and I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid it. Let's talk rice. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All that cool stuff. The internet has probably would be defined as one of the most consequential and beneficial things to ever happen. In the earlier parts, it definitely had its value, but now it's definitely become a cesspool of unmitigated disasters. And while you can pick and choose your side of the internet and choose how you want to use it and dictate how, therefore, it is perceived to you, the internet for me has become mainly a source of revenue, information, and power. I've learned how to program because of the internet. I've learned how to follow the pathway of a blood cell through the body circulatory system. I've learned a bunch of things. I've made great connections and been able to stay in contact with people and friends. But also we know that the internet is used to do horrific things, like let Dr. Kid Inspect stream on Rumble. World travesties, right? And misinformation spreads like wildfire. So what if a company one day came and said, hey, you know what? We're going to make the internet better. And by making the internet better, they meant taking it away from you. What would happen to the world if the source of truth became ambiguous? Some people might see the benefit of it, as they think this singular hold that 7 companies have over this thing called the internet might be too restrictive, while some might see the balance in just having the simplistic answer given to them by way of least probable conception. Either way it goes, the internet's going to start costing us money, and it's not because it's the internet anymore. It's going to be because it's AI. So let's read a few articles talking about how we are unknowingly giving up the internet in exchange for a paid subscription called ChatGPT. Here's what OpenAI's $200 a month ChatGPT Pro subscription includes. That's a hell of a price point. And if that doesn't scream, we need a return on this investment, because Microsoft is looking at our kneecaps oh so tenderly. I don't know what is. Earlier today, OpenAI launched ChatGPT Pro for $200 monthly subscription for its flagship chatbot. The release is the first of many expected during the next 12 days, as the San Francisco startup has scheduled a slew of announcements to roll out starting today. Everything from OpenAI's $20 a month subscription is included in the price level, as well as significantly more access to GPT-4o and OI.
Hey bro, I think I'm gonna head on in for the night. I'm kinda tired.
No problem. Get some rest.
Hey, didn't you work today?
12-hour shift.
And you went to the gym?
PR to 700 deadlift.
And you still got energy to do all this work? Where does the energy come from, bro?
I'm at my best when I have my zest, baby.
Get zest?
The Zest Super Berry Samba Green Tea comes packed with 135 milligrams of caffeine and L-theanine. That's how I stay focused for longer and stronger throughout the day with no crash. It's way better than coffee or any of those sugar-filled energy drinks out there. No GMO, gluten-free, and it won't stain your teeth.
Oh yeah, that sounds real good. Is this one, right?
Yes, sir, that's the one. But my brother in Zest, I'm gonna need you to get your own Super Berry Samba Green Tea.
Selfish.
You mad, bro? Don't worry, I got you. Use my promotional code down below to get 20% off selected items and the subscriptions. That's Coding with Strangers, all one word. Put that in the checkout box and you'll be good to go. Thank you so much to Zest for the sponsorship. OI artificial intelligence models with ChatGPT Pro subscription, which will cost $2,400. Wait, did I read that right? Oh, $2,400 annually. $2,400 annually. Users can also use exclusive models from OpenAI called O1 Pro mode that wields more computing power to process answers. It seems kind of strange that they're talking about it has more power. What are we talking? Define more power, because you said GPT-4 had more power, and I could trick that thing into believing strawberries is spelt with 3 T's instead of R's. Power uses GPT at this point. They really use it a lot, and they want more computing power to compute with. They can buy $20, said the CEO, Sam Altman, during the video broadcast announcing the new premium tier. With the hefty price tag, may be a shock to many consumers. This subscription is targeted at a hyper-engaged user who desires almost unlimited access and researchers who potentially want to experiment with using ChatGPT for more complex, intense tasks. No change to the prices of OpenAI. Other subscription plans were announced, and the free option remains available. The startup first subscription option for the consumer chatbot called ChatGPT Plus originally launched in February last year for $20 a month and remains the price for now. At the Plus level, users unlock most of the GPT new features and generative AI models. The subscribers are also not rate limited as much by the OpenAI as the free user. How many GPT requests users can make a day, or the amount of time they can spend gabbing with ChatGPT best voice interface, is determined by their paired subscription. The company is targeting its new $200 model subscription at those who are use OpenAI generative AI model for more model technical work. People will find OI Pro mode the most useful for hard math science programming problems, said Jason Wee, an OpenAI research scientist. During the video stream, Wired has yet tried the GPT Pro subscription out firsthand to see how it handles these types of requests, though I look forward to testing out the tool as part of our helping readers better understand the strengths and limitations, and similar to our past work in GPT Plus, as well as the specific features like advanced voice mode and AI web browsing. Yeah, another thing that's really smells of like this shit ain't what they say it is they're using the gaming model, right? This is the equivalent of us getting cinematic trailers for video games with no gameplay, and they put out the Game Pass. It's kind of ironic because Assassin's Creed Shadow did the same thing. They put out a bunch of Game Passes and things like that, but no gameplay at the time, and no way of us to know if it was worth our weight in gold. I think it's kind of blasphemy that they were willing to put that out before playtesting, before user engagement. In addition, ChatGPT Pro OpenAI announced that the OI model, which focuses on reasoning capability and multi-step processes of user input, is no longer in limited preview. According to the startup, this fully released OI model answers questions more quickly, can now accept images and inputs, and makes fewer errors. The startup plans to add web browsing and file upload features for ChatGPT OI setting in the future. As the end of the year approaches, OpenAI is expected to continue launching new AI features. Reporting from The Verge suggests that these year's end release may include OpenAI heavily anticipating generative AI video model Sora. It is possible that some of the impending announcements could also provide more insight into how Altman is thinking about AI agents, tools that can potentially perform online tasks on your behalf, and the company focus on going into 2025. Yeah, They've been saying that since ChatGPT 3, though, right? They've been saying that since ChatGPT 3. So for me, it really becomes a question of like, what is the end game here? What are they trying to do, and how are they trying to do it? Because this isn't going to help anybody, and no one really believes this. I don't think this is rinse and repeat. We've seen this before. So what's the end game? I think the end game is for them to basically replace Google searches and online searches and really control the vast majority of how information flows. Users of most popular websites in the world are now noticing an uptick in garbage search results. Some links are simply irrelevant, but in an increasing quantity send searches to sites with confusing AI-generated content designed to maximize exposure on research websites, right? And this is all part of that bubble about making things more available and more readily usable within said society. So I'm very much weary of what they think they can accomplish, and furthermore what they think they can do. Insurance companies are already talking about how they can fire more workers because they've now trained AI bots to basically just say no to all requests. And the thing that's really diabolical about that is when you remove the human element from a very callous process, you leave yourself open for subjugation and a sort of repent. Like, what is it going to take for a human to look at your case and then have that case be moved into a category where you can be actually assessed about what you concern? Can you opt out of that? Do we have to give them permission in order to even talk to us and give out personal information? These chatbots are by no stretch of the imagination going to be able to do everything that we think they're going to be capable of doing, or these CEOs think they're going to be capable of doing. So it leaves vulnerabilities for people who are not as nuanced, for people who are vulnerable in our society to become victims and lay as test dummies for these machines to crash out on. So we're already slipping down that slope, right? Because they already started getting people paying for this, and then one day you're gonna be, even the people who are free are gonna be so hooked on it, and they're gonna take it away from them. And then what do we do, right? So that's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. I need $20 to pay for ChatGPT so I have access to the internet. Help a brother out.